All right, what's up, everybody? Drew, aka Catching Rockets here. We're just gonna hop right into it. This is gonna be a pretty quick video because baby life, pretty busy, and I need to go cook dinner. Basically, try to give my wife a little bit of a break. But we'll do our norm. We're gonna quickly review trades that we went over. I think it was Saturday for today. We'll start with Spy. For me, like we had some really nice setups. On the live that we did on Saturday, we talked about this rejection here that we got at the single prints and also second sig. And you can kind of see by my arrows here that I said, and I mean, I also said this as I was talking, but if we get a retest of this level, you want to be in puts, and then you would take your first trim here, second trim here, and close your position at the May value area high. If you listened right at the open, we literally barely tapped the level. You should have never really been red on the trade. And then in just a few candles, we came down and hit our ultimate price target. And then also looking at the, like the directions that I drew, um, this here was also an area that I wanted to watch for a bounce, which is exactly what happened. So if you happen to be short here and close right about that same time, you would want to be getting into calls. And that's basically based on this candle here. So this coming back down to here is the retest of this. Um, so then calls are good there. And same thing, I'm sure I covered this, but like first trim, previous day POC, second trim would be their previous day value area high, and first sig, and then we would close at the second sig. Even though it went higher, that's not a big deal. We're looking to get out clean and take our profits and run. So that was Spy. I don't move stuff around on the chart. Actually, I did a one-on-one today, so I just realized some of the levels are hidden because they were interfering with me. Showing what I was trying to show. So I did hide some of my drawings, but nothing's been moved. Everything is there. So I try, I'm always trying to be transparent and honest. You can go back and look at the video on Saturday and see that none of these lines have been moved. None of these arrows have been moved. Everything will match up, and we're going to get rid of them today because it's a hot mess. We'll do a deep dive on Spy after we look at the other plays. I do have what I think is going to be a pretty big banger for you guys. So that'll be nice. And then we'll also go over Spy really quickly for tomorrow. I don't know that it's going to matter very much because we have PPI tomorrow, and we're probably going to get a pretty big move with that news. And that news could really just trump any technical analysis that I might have. But we're still going to try to give it a shot. So my trades for today unfortunately didn't work out very well. 2 misses, 1 win. It is what it is. Like, it's gonna happen. But the first one was AMAT. Wait, what is this? No, this worked. Or do I have AMAT marked as a win? I can't see. Oh, I moved these levels. AMAT is going to be a trade that I'm looking at for tomorrow. And so I had to redraw levels based on what I'm looking at. But our trade on AMAT was below 190.5. Wait, did it even trigger? I felt like it did. Here? Never mind, it didn't trigger. So this one is invalid. It wasn't a miss. So we had 1 win, 1 loss, and 1 invalid trade. Sorry. The next one. So anyway, this was invalidated. Didn't play out. We are going to be running it back tomorrow if the setup is there. Um, it's a. It looks like it's ready for a a pullback. Next one is going to be crowd, which is this is a swing trade. Um, it's already doing well. Let me go on. Well, actually, 5 minute time frame is fine. You guys know what these levels are. This is our puts below, first trim, second trim, third trim, fourth trim, close. And so right out, like 10 minutes in, we crossed our put level, hit the first trim, hit the second trim, hit the third trim. If you had any trailers, they should have got stopped out right around the second trim. So you should have got your profits and secured more when your trailers got hit here at the second trim. So this was a good trade. And it looks like it worked out pretty quick. So should have been good for option contracts. And then the last one is Morgan Stanley MS. And this one was a miss. This was... And then, people will probably message me later like, oh, I made money. And that's cool. But when we're trading, we have a plan, which is to take puts here and we close or trim when we hit the first trim level. And then we try to target our close put level. But if it doesn't get hit, then, we end up getting trailed on our runners. We never reached our first trim level, which is unfortunate. We were really close. Again, I'm sure people will be like, oh, dude, I made money, and that's great. I'm happy for you. But ultimately, we should be following the plan. And so it is what it is. This one was a miss, even though we got a pretty good move from the entry down. Okay. All good, Lisa. What's up, guys? How you doing, Alan? How you doing, Tony? What's up, Rise and Shine? So those are all of our trades for today. I think SPY alone was just like banger. So sorry, I'm moving my camera here. I think I'm sitting higher than normal. I actually accidentally slapped my camera earlier and I probably moved it, but whatever. Yeah, so I think SPY alone was awesome. If you only traded, even if you're doing one trade a day and you took any one of those trades on SPY that we talked about, you should have made a good amount of money. And same with crowd. And Morgan Stanley would be a loss. So on the day, it's not bad. It's technically like 3 wins, 3 wins, 1 loss. For tomorrow, we're going to be looking at AMAT again. It really looks like it's just ready to go. We're just going to be looking at different levels on AMAT. So let me turn off this initial balance indicator because it's getting annoying. So we're going to be looking for puts under 191.90. I think we might get, you could probably get in. Actually, no, I'm not even going to say that. Yeah, below 191.90, we would take puts. First trim is going to be 190 and 60 cents. Second trim 189.42, and then close at 188.12. I think I also have like a trade that'll be good for people with smaller account sizes. Next one's going to be CRM. On CRM, I'm looking for calls over 253. Hop in calls. First trim 255. Second trim 256 and 59 cents. Third trim 257.89, and close at 258.85. Next one is going to be Expedia. This might be a little bit more affordable for people with smaller accounts, and it's a pretty quick in and out trade. We're not looking for like massive moves, but as long as you grab the right contract, you should make money. And actually, while I say that, let me just look at contracts for you guys. because something like this, the contract is important. Oh, and then I forgot to say this. AMAT is going to be a day trade. CRM will be a swing trade. Um, Expedia is a day trade as well. Mm-hmm. I'm not loving the spreads on these. It looks like the 130s is the one to go with. The spreads aren't too bad, and they're fairly inexpensive, and the open interest is good. 1,972. So you shouldn't have any issues selling the contracts when it's time to get out. And when you're looking to get out, you won't be quite in the money, but you'll be close enough. Um, so there's that one. And then I know I already mentioned this, but so Expedia will be a day trade. Next one I'm looking at is going to be Google. And this also just a quick in and out. Might be decent for smaller accounts just because we're not looking for a massive move. So below 163 and 49 cents, we'll take puts and we'll close at 162. This is going to be a day trade. And then the one that I think will be a banger for you guys, and this is going to be for people that have their big boy pants on or big girl pants. If you've never traded SPX, it moves extremely fast and can be very violent, and you need to make sure that your stop loss is wide enough that you're not getting stopped out the second you enter a trade. But I also think this will move pretty quickly once it does happen. So below, wait, I need to fix this. Actually, let me do it this way, because, wait, what just happened? Sorry, bear with me for a second here, guys. We're looking at 5309.61. Okay, that's better. I don't know how I messed that up, but sorry. I don't know what I was doing when I was charting this, but apparently I was distracted. Um, Actually, for this, it's probably safer to just go with 5300. Um, all right, sorry. I was obviously very distracted when I was going through this, but on SPX, we're looking for puts below 53.32 and 34 cents. Our first trim will be 5,300. $21.42. I don't know why I couldn't English there for a second. Second trim, 5,309 and 61 cents. Third trim, 5,300, and we'll close at 52.82 and 21 cents. Why SPX and not SPY? Because SPX, when you pick the right direction, the contracts absolutely rocket. The contracts are expensive, and the price on those goes up very quickly. What's going on here? Bro, can you let me bring this on the screen, please? Thank you. So if we look at SPX and so you would want to probably look at dailies on these. I mean, you could do a day out, but they're going to be expensive. And, you're looking at like something like this, 5280s. Um, so if you take this and it gets in the money, you're looking at this roughly, right? So we're going from like, we'll say $600 to $2,100. And that's why SPX and not SPY. But we're also going to be covering SPY. So, but SPX and SPY move together, and so the same setup is there on SPY. So, let's take a look at SPY now. Where did those come from? For people learning volume profile, you'll get a quick glimpse here in basically, at least from a volume profile perspective, what you need to do every day, which is literally just grab your value area high, move it forward to the current day, and then tomorrow when the market opens, this will be your previous day that we're watching. And that's it. As far as volume profile day to day, you're done charting now. As people learning how to trade, I would highly recommend that, especially like if you're watching me, I would recommend looking at SPY, because every time I do a video, I'll try to like do a deep dive on SPY for you guys and go through what I'm seeing. But like you as a trader yourself, you probably want to go through and look at SPY yourself and try to see where you would be interested in taking puts and where you would be interested in taking calls. And then you can see if it matches up with what I'm seeing. Okay? But really, like, you want to try to always plan your trades out the day before, the night before. That way, when the market's open and moving, like, you're not second guessing yourself. You already have a plan, and you try to follow it. So, with that said, we have 2 days where we're like trading kind of in the same area. So, I'm going to use these for my SIG levels. You could argue we have a third day here, but we're barely overlapping on this third day, so I'm going to exclude it. I'm just going to focus on these 2 days for my SIG levels. And for that, I'm not really teaching, but I don't mind explaining what I'm doing as I'm doing it, kind of thing. I'm using fixed range volume profile on those 2 days. Once I draw the 2 days, I turn off my session volume profile. That way it's just cleaner and easier for me to see everything. Fixed range volume profile, row size 100, value area volume 68. Under style, you check value area high, value area low, and POC. Make sure you do not check this box, extend right. Okay. And then once we have those, our first SIG will be there. and then I clone it, and it goes to here. So my first sig on the top and the bottom. And then from here, I change my value area to 95. And this gives me my second SIGs. And if you've been following along, you know that this is generally where you look for a reaction, unless we're having a trend day. We generally don't really break through the second SIGs. And then if we do, like, you're really expecting a reaction at the third SIG. But if we crack through those, then you're probably definitely in a trend day. And if you were paying attention earlier when we looked at SPY and the trades we were looking at, the trade for our puts position, oh shoot, I did first SIG twice, nice. I did second SIG twice at the bottom. I moved my levels, huh? Shoot. Let me see. Oh, this is funny. I have extra levels on my chart. What is going on? I think I drew those to show a trade when I was doing a one-on-one today. Let me just make sure my levels are good here, because I don't know how I got confused, but I did. So first SIG, yep, that's not down there. I grabbed the wrong line. That's all it was. And then second SIG. Okay, those are good. And then third SIG should be good, but I'm just going to double check to be safe. It's off a tiny bit. Okay. From here, I look at TPO. Just so you guys know, I mean, I've covered this, but we do this on regular trading hours, not on extended trading hours, at least for SPY. If you're trading futures, you can have extended trading hours on for pretty much all of your charting except for TPO, which is what I'm going to look at right now. Interesting. We have another poor low at the bottom. And at the top we have single prints up here. So basically, once I have all my levels, from here, I like to trade on the 5-minute time frame. So I like to look at my chart on the 5-minute time frame when I'm trying to figure out where I want to be in calls and where I want to be in puts. Yeah, good call, Alan. I agree. Um, with that said, zoom out. August has quite a bit of volume so far. Um, this is not pretty. So this is not good. For anybody that's read Anna Cooling's, this is a volume anomaly where price is pushing up, volume's getting lower and lower. Generally indicates a reversal where we'll reject back down. You can kind of see, well, no, that's not actually. Anyway, I was looking for another one. I don't see one. This is very clear, like pretty ugly. Let me hide my drawings really quick. Just, yeah, that's that's pretty ugly. If you look at the daily chart, it doesn't look pretty. A 6-hour chart looks even uglier, probably. It's not looking very good. Again, with news tomorrow, like it could absolutely just crush any technical analysis that I can do. But you either, as a trader, you either try to trade your technical analysis on news days, or you just sit the day out and don't trade, or trade after the news hits. But I'm going to say a 50-cent range for me where I want to get in puts on SPY. And it's going to be between my single prints and my second SIG here. I would love to be in puts in this range. Um, yeah, I want puts up here. I would consider calls at the previous day value area low, May value area high. So basically, if we come to this range here, I would take it down, first trim, second trim, and then close here. If we get that, I would look to grab the reversal, and it's not much, but first trim gives you at least a point roughly. Then to here, and I would actually probably close here if this plays out. Like if we come from here down, I would just close here. I wouldn't look for it to come back up this high. It is possible, again, with news, like they could actually rocket through this. If we lose our poor low here, um, then we're going lower. So something like this, possibly the May POC, um, even a chance that maybe we hit the second SIGs. And here I would probably be looking for a reversal back up. I think the May POC is a more likely place to get a bounce, but second SIG is doable. I mean, actually, like all of this is doable. Second SIG, third SIG, but I don't know. I have a feeling we're going to be mostly trading in this range here tomorrow. If they, but again, if they break this, we're going lower. But right now, the way everything's set up, things are looking pretty bearish. Looking at volume on that daily candles, we have that volume anomaly where price is moving up, volume's moving down. The candles are super small. And it looks like we're pretty primed for a reversal. It might happen tomorrow. It might happen Wednesday. It might happen Thursday. I don't know. But like I said, right now, they could hold this range here, I think. But if we start losing these, then we're going lower. That's really all that I can tell you. But you have to just kind of play it by ear tomorrow and see what they give us. Okay? Do I have something? So I'm getting a question in Discord right now. I'm being asked if I have something to help explain what I look for in choosing option plays. And they're asking, like, do I have a video? Give me 1 second. No, I can explain to you what I look for. I don't have a video on it, but I also don't mind explaining really quickly what I look at. Let me just pull this up on the screen. Bro, that's really annoying. I don't know why it's snapping back down to my other monitor, but it's not cool. So let's just look at something, like SPY. Oh, and FYI, by the way, I didn't chart it, but Q's is primed for a pullback as well. So actually, let's not use this. Let's use like AMAT, because I'm looking for a trade on AMAT, right? So if I look at AMAT, and for me, AMAT is a day trade. So I have to decide, like, do I want to get 0 day till expiration? Or actually, sorry, this isn't 0. This is Friday. But like, if you're looking at SPY or whatever, they have like the daily expirations now. So you have to figure out, like, do you want a little bit of padding, to help alleviate the effects of theta decay, or do you want to just, like, kind of go all in, I guess. I don't know what word to use. Like, if you want to, like, put it on the line, you do 0 day till expirations. So these are Friday's expiration, so we're good. But it is a day trade that I'm looking at. And then if we look at AMAT, like, my price target is 188. So like, if I can get something like around 190 or 189 or even 188 at a price that seems affordable for my portfolio size, that's kind of what I'm going to be targeting. I don't mind not being completely in the money in a trade. So like, I wouldn't mind taking the 185s, even though they're not going to be completely in the money. But more importantly, I want open interest to be over 800. So for me, the only contracts I would be willing to take is going to be these 190s. Unless I go like further in the money, but obviously, like, the spreads on these are ridiculous. I would never even consider taking these. This I would take. So the things I'm taking into consideration, what's up, Austin? How you doing? Is the strike price based on where I'm targeting um, on the trade, how much it's going to cost me for a contract, and then the open interest. And again, as long as the open interest is over 800, I'm good with it. I would really prefer open interest be over 1,000, but 800 is acceptable. Okay, so hopefully that answers your question. Um, oh, I was trying to remember. Like, I know somebody asked something and I hadn't answered them yet. It's Alan. Um, oh, Alan, we're gonna get massive volatility with CPI and PPI. Yeah, it's gonna be. That's what the market's waiting for right now. Well, the market's either waiting for war news or CPI and PPI. It's one of the two, or both. You look today. Like we were in a pretty tight range all day for SPY, um, and like it's getting ready to break one direction or the other. Um, and I was telling somebody, I don't remember what the question was, but I don't remember specifically. Like they asked me why I would exit at the May value area high if I took puts from what was our second sig today, right here. Why I would get out at the May value area high, and the answer is just really simple. It's just this candle right here. Like when you see price come down and tap a level and give you like a big bounce, the next time price comes there, you want to be participating um, in that trade. This is kind of what we talk about. It's like this is our initial test. We want 3 5-minute candles and then we want a retest, which we got. Price went higher, and then this is our retest on the following day, um, which is exactly the same basically as this here. This was our initial test of this level, which was our second sig, and this was our retest. And this is where we hopped in puts. Um, so that's what we look for. Hopefully that answers your question. I'm going to pull up the chat really quick. Yeah, so it doesn't look like we have any other questions, so probably going to call it a day here and go cook dinner and spend some time with my family. I'm hearing that there's issues with the frame rate, and if that's the case, I'm sorry. Generally, though, when that happens, like if you go back and rewatch it, it'll be smooth again. So sorry about that if that is true. But I mean, worst case, the audio I hear is good, so you guys can at least hear the levels that I'm talking about. All right. Well, that's going to be it, everybody. I hope you guys all crush it tomorrow, make some money. Hopefully the levels that we've given pay everybody off. And I doubt that I'll be doing a video tomorrow, but I will try my best. But tomorrow is generally a very extremely busy day for me, and it's generally not doable. All right, so with that said, much love, much respect. Peace out, everybody. Thank you for your time. Please like the video. You guys have been good about liking the videos, but the comments have dropped off. So like if you can take a second and just say like, hey, whatever trade worked, blah, 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 made this much or lost this much, I would appreciate it, because the comments and the likes help drive more viewers to the channel, and that would be the goal, obviously. I hope you're feeling better, Rob. And just so you know, I appreciate you, brother.